Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Violent Vinyls. I am your host, Conan. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, on Facebook. Click that bell. Check us out on our website. And as always, share, like, and subscribe. Anyways, today's episode, we are going to look at Richard Band's composed and conducted soundtrack to Re-Animator. Re-Animator starring Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West and Barbara Crampton and many others. This soundtrack is phenomenal. As I said, it is done by Richard Band, brother of Charles Band, Full Moon Productions, and he has given us this fantastic soundtrack of 15 tracks such as Prologue main title, such as Halsey's Re-Animated, Halsey's Back, Cat Dead, Details Later, The Cellar, you name it. It is a absolutely beautiful and haunting soundtrack that gives you kind of a horror comedy vibe, much like a film. The main theme, which you're hearing in the background, also has it repeats itself quite often throughout the soundtrack, like more than once. So it's a regular theme throughout the soundtrack. Let's get right into what the vinyl looks like. So on the one side we have the interview from 2013 with Richard talking about the history, talking about what went into it, and his work and how he came about making this iconic score. On the other side is Stuart Gordon discussing his love for Richard Band and talking about also the musical, as well as in it there is controversy how the main title for Re-Animator sounds very much like the main title for Psycho. So there was controversy there back in the day. Thankfully that's settled and everything is good. But let's get right into what the vinyl looks like. So this is from Waxwork, and on the one side is Cat Dead. On the other side is Details Later. Phenomenal vinyl that I highly recommend to pick up from Waxwork. The cover art is done by none other than Ghoulish Gary Pullen, who has done plenty of artwork for such magazines as Fright Rags and done work for Mondo, and as well as Waxwork and you name it. He's done a lot. Soundtrack overall is, like I said, it's haunting at times like a reanimated corpse, but yet beautiful at times like a young Barbara Crampton. It is 15 tracks in total. Like I said, the main theme repeats itself a few times, but overall it is, from start to finish, a fantastic soundtrack that I highly recommend you picking up and checking out. If you're into horror comedy, if you're into just a really fun soundtrack from start to finish, this is it. You can find it on Waxwork, but keep in mind it is a popular soundtrack, so the pressings do tend to sell out quickly. So if you get a chance, pick it up, and hopefully you can get it. Definitely check out this awesome soundtrack, or the original one if you can find it, for Re-Animator. It's definitely worth checking out. Alright, that's all I gotta say for this episode. I'll talk to you soon on the next episode. Alright, stay scared.